So let's take a look at how fast you can actually create a lead magnet on your own to be able to start collecting emails and building your email list. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to go into Builderall, and I'm going to go into the funnel club. So to do that, I have to go into the affiliate area. And then once I'm in the affiliate area, and it may take a minute, I think it's going to actually take faster to load the affiliate area than to do this. Once you're in the affiliate area, you want to scroll down and go to lead capture funnels on the left-hand side. So you'll see lead capture funnels. So I can click that and open that up. And that's going to take me to an area that has a whole bunch of lead capture funnels for me. And we'll let it load because it's going to take a minute. We're in the affiliate, earnings area for me, and it takes a while to load because I have a lot of data. And that coupled with Zoom, it just takes a while for this page to load. But lead capture funnels is where we're going. And it has a whole lot of pre-made funnels that I can use. I can also go into info products funnel, and it's the same idea, different lead magnets, but it's just info products. So either one will work. It's got the same pages, the same idea of collecting an email to give out a lead magnet. So now that my page is loaded, I can scroll down, and I've got a ton of lead magnet funnels. Now, the first one is the colors funnel, and this is using the quiz to be able to figure out what color personality, business personality you are. That's not the one that we're going to look at today, but you do want to look at that maybe tomorrow because that's a good funnel to play with. But starting with video creation and successful affiliate and scrolling down, we've got a ton of lead magnet funnels that are ready for you. They're ready to go and ready for you to pull in. Now, let's say that you really like this design, but you didn't want to do study at home. That's okay. Pull in the design, change the wording a little bit. If you want to change the images, you can. This is all pre-designed for you, but you can go ahead and change anything about these that you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and pick maybe this one. Oh, this is a great one. How to begin a conversation with a woman. There's a lead magnet in here, and this is one that I can change if I want to. So let's use this funnel because to me, it's actually one of the funniest ones. So I'm going to click download this funnel, and I need to be logged into Builderall to make sure this works. So it's moving it from the final account to my skydiving diva at Yahoo account. So I'm going to click confirm, and it is now pulling that funnel over, and it dropped it into my Builderall account. So I now have that brand spanking new funnel inside of the Builderall Builder. So I'm going to go to the site dashboard. And here is my websites that I have. And if I scroll down into the unpublished area, there is that brand new funnel. It's not published, but I have everything in there. So let's go check it out. I'm going to go ahead and click edit site. And let's see what we got inside this funnel. So if I scroll up, there we go. Conversation with a woman. I've got the home page. I've got the pending page, which is when they click submit. This is the page that says, don't forget to check your email and click confirm. And then the thank you page. I'm going to do something crazy, you guys. I like it in the right order. So I'm going to click sort, and I'm going to click and drag that over and then save sort. And now I have them in the right order because I'm obsessive compulsive and I like them in the right order. So now I've got the home page, I've got the pending page, and I've got the thank you page. So what I need to do now is actually go into Mailing Boss and make sure that I either have a list already or I make a new list to make sure I can connect to these pages. So I'm going to go back into my dashboard, and I'm going to go to apps, and I'm going to go to Mailing Boss 5. And in Mailing Boss 5, what I'm looking for is either a list to connect it to. So I'm going to go into subscribers and then go to lists. And some of these have a list and some of them don't. So let me go list format, and I'll go down all the way to the bottom and see if it added one. It did not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new email list. So I'm going to click create list up here at the top right. And I'm going to name this how to talk to a woman. Easy peasy. I'm going to make it a double opt-in. Remember that the double opt-in is the most secure and best option for you to set for your email list because they have to do two things to be able to be confirmed on your list. If you have it a single opt-in, that means all they have to do is fill out the form, which means they can fake their email. And that means you have a lot of fake emails on your list. So go double opt-in to make sure that they have to confirm their email, and then you have a good list with deliverable emails on your list. So click double opt-in. Opt-out can be single because that's what they're doing to get out of your list. The description can be the exact same thing as the list name. So I'll just copy and paste that in, and then I'll click save. Right here, you've got the option to collect their phone number. Since I'm doing testing things, we'll just keep that unchecked, and I'll click save. And now I've got my list set up and ready to go. There's a couple things that I'm going to do before I finalize it. First one is the from email. If you see, it's got a really weird email in there. That is the default Mailing Boss email. If I use this email, it's almost for sure going to go into spam. So I need to choose an email that I've connected and is a valid email that I want to use to send these emails. So if I click the down arrow, I've got a lot of them that I've connected to Builderall already, into Mailing Boss. So I would just pick one. How about testing@builderalldiva.com? That is perfect. The next one, it says the from name. I'm going to make sure it says Shelley Turner. You can put whatever you want in there. You don't have to put Shelley Turner. You can put anything you want. And then this item right here, the reply to. When they get your email, if they hit reply, what's the email that's going to be in there? That's the reply to email that they're going to send to respond to your email. You can use your from email if you want to, or if you're like me and you've got 150 domains and way more than that emails, I've got contact forms on all of my websites. So what I put is no reply at builderalldiva.com. And what that does is it is an email that does not exist. So if they click reply and no reply at builderalldiva.com goes up on the reply email, they'll know that it's not going to land anywhere. Nobody's going to get it because I don't have time to check 50,000 emails. So that's what I do for my email list. You can do whatever you want, but make sure you're checking the from email to make sure it's the email you want to use, the from name to make sure it's the name you want to use in your email when you send your emails. And then the reply to email, when they hit reply to your email, what is the email that's going to show there? Once you've got that, you want to click update. And then it asks you, do you want to update all the emails? I don't have any emails connected to this list yet, so I'm just going to click cancel. The next thing I'm going to do is make sure that I have all of my fields in there that I want to collect. So I'm going to go to the forms area. And right now I'm collecting email and their first name. Perfect. That's all I want. There's one thing I want to change though that I'm a little obsessive compulsive over. And that is I like the first name before the email. So I'm going to click and drag it so that F name goes on top of email. If you wanted to collect any other information, you just look at these fields on the left-hand side. And if you like them, you just click and drag it over and drop it in. And then you configure it with the information that you want on the field. I'm only going to collect the F name and the email. So I'll delete this item right here. See if I can delete it. There we go. So that's all I'm collecting. I'm going to click update. And now everything is updated. So I have my my subscription created. I have set up from who it's from, and then the reply to email. I've set up my form with my fields of information that I want to collect. So I've got the F name and I've got the email. Those are the two pieces of information that I want. So now I'm ready to go back to my website and start connecting all this so that it works. So let's go ahead and jump in and connect everything. So if I'm jumping back into Cheetah, I'm going to the right website here. There we go. So this is the Conversation with a Woman website. And now I'm going to start editing my pages. So if I click edit on the home page, that's where I'm going to start. And that opens up that page. And there's my page. If I want to keep everything the way it is, I can. If I want to replace any images and change any wording, I can. All of this is editable. But the main thing I want to show you today is how you can connect the page to a mailing boss list. So here's my form. This is just an email marketing form. And I'm going to go into this little mini toolbar right here. And I'm going to find the star. And I'm going to click that. And that allows me to connect to Mailing Boss. So I have to find the list that I created. So somewhere in here is the how to talk to a woman. So right there is how to talk to a woman. I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to click save. And what it's going to do is it's going to connect to Mailing Boss. And now when that form is filled out, it's going to send the data to Mailing Boss. So if somebody puts their name and their email in and they click download ebook now, shazam, their name and their email goes into Mailing Boss. But there's a second thing I have to do with this form. And that is once they click download ebook now, where do they go? Where do we want them to go? So we go back to that mini toolbar and we go to this item, which is the little link, the little chain link, and it says set link. You're going to click that. And that's going to open up a screen where you get to set up the pages. So subscribe pending is what happens when they click download ebook now. What's the next page that you want them to go to? I want them to go to that pending page. So I'm going to click on that little blue square and I'm going to choose page because it's a page in my website. And then I'm going to choose pending. That's the page I want them to be on. And then I'm going to click select. And then the next one is what happens when they go to their email and it says confirm and they click it. Where do they go? So I'm going to click that blue box again. And I'm going to click page because it's a page in my website. And then I'm going to click thank you because I want them to go to the thank you page. It's also, you can call it the download page as well, because that's where the download is going to be. And then I'm going to click select. So now I've configured my two pages. We've also got an unsubscribe confirm. So if they unsubscribe from your subscription list, what page do you want to send them to? I haven't created an unsubscribe page yet, so I'm going to leave that blank. No worries. We're only working on how to get them to subscribe to your list for now. So I'm going to click save. And now this page is actually ready to go. So I'm going to click save. Remember that save is your friend and you want to be a serial saver. to make sure that you don't lose any information. So I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to click that's fine to publish. And then it's going to pop up and say, do you want to go to the website? Nah, we're just going to close that window. So now, believe it or not, we have configured our mailing boss. We've created the form. We've set up the form to connect to mailing boss, and we've configured our pages so that when they go through the process, they'll land on the correct pages. So now let's go in and edit the other 2 pages to make sure that they say everything we want them to say. And to do that, I just go into this top drop-down menu, and I'm going to edit the pending page next, because that's the next page they would hit. So I'm going to click that, and I'm going to save, because I'm a serial saver, and save as your friend. And so now I'm going to be editing the pending page. This is the page they land on that says, don't forget to check your email so you can confirm. So you want to make sure to edit everything in here to reflect that they have to check their email. So you're going to change some of the copy here. You can change the picture if you want to. One of the things that I like to add is an element that's called animated elements. And you drop that down in there, and it kind of gives them an idea that they're almost done. So you can click and drag it just like that and make it the size that you want to. And then you can change the colors and say almost there, whatever you want on that page to remind them that they're not done yet. They have to go to their email and check it. Once you get it configured the way you want it, you click save, and then that's fine to publish. And now that page is done and ready to go. So I'll close. And the next one I want to do is the thank you page. So I'm going to go to the thank you page, and I'm going to save again, because save is your friend. And now the thank you page or the download page loads. And you want to make sure that everything on that page is correct and exactly the way you want it. Make sure that your button has the download on it. If it doesn't, then you can actually add it. And I'll show you how to do that. So you click on the button and you get that mini toolbar. And then you're going to click that little set link. And that opens up a whole bunch of things that you can do with that button. If you look on the left-hand side, there's a download item. So you click download, and then you click select file, and you can upload your file directly from your computer and add it to the digital file repository. And what that does is it allows the person to click the button, and it will automatically download the file for them. That is as easy as it gets for them. So let's see how to do that. I'm going to select a file from my computer. I don't even know what that is, but we'll select that one and then select, we'll select that one and save. And now there's an actual item in there. And then I'm going to click save down at the bottom. So I've now added my download. It's ready to go. So I need to make sure to click save, because save is my friend. And then I need to publish. And then the box is going to pop up that says, do you want to go to the website? Nah, let's just close it. And now we've gone through all 3 pages, and they're all ready to go. And they're actually active and ready and published, so that they can start taking people to fill this information out and to get their download. So I want to show you one more thing before we test it out. And that is, every time you're done with anything that you do on a website, there are sometimes things that are not on a page that you might have worked on outside of the page, like in this area right here. So if you've done something like created a global header or a global footer, or you created a pop-up or something like that, you want to make sure that you go to this top button, green button that says publish. And when you do that, that's going to connect everything to the pages to make sure that everything is published and connected and ready to go. And then if you want to connect a domain, so remember, a domain is your own branding of your website. And it's usually a very easy thing to remember for users, something like shellyturner.com or builderalldiva.com. So if you have a domain name that you want to use for this website to make it easier for people to get to, instead of the slug that it's going to be, you can actually go down on the left-hand side and choose domain. And then inside this area, you're going to type in the name of the domain. Let's say that I was putting it at test.shellyturner.com. That's how I'd put a subdomain. If you wanted to put a main domain, you just type in the main domain. Either way, that's what you do. Then you click connect, and it's going to give you instructions on what you need to do next. If it's your top domain, like shellyturner.com, then you're going to point your name servers towards Builderall, and there's instructions on how to do that. If it's a subdomain and the main domain is already connected, you just type in the subdomain, and then you click connect, and you don't have to do anything after that, because the name servers are already pointed, so you don't have to do anything. So connecting a subdomain is super duper easy after you connected your main domain. So now let's pretend like we connected our subdomain and it's all working. So let's test this form out to make sure that it's actually collecting information.